Hey guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Dan.
Today we are going to talk about Viticulture on the Board Game Rundown. So this is a review of what in my opinion is sort of a modern classic, an evergreen game. But the reason we're talking about it is because the More Visitors expansion is now kind of back in print. It was hard to get for a little bit. It's been around a while, but it's back. So Viticulture, for those of you that do not know, plays 1 to 6 players, so it has the automata.
Yeah, kind of rare. You look for those big spread of numbers. Like, I can play by myself and I can invite my entire family over.
Yes, yes. And it plays 45 to 90 minutes. I will say if you invite your entire family over and they're all learning the game, it's probably going to push that 2.5 hour mark instead of an hour and a half.
Sure. I will say in its defense, though, having played many worker placement games, because I like them a lot, this one is really easy to explain.
Oh, it's super good.
Super
good.
I'm just saying, while teaching some other worker placement games, there's some finicky rules. I love them, but they're finicky. This one's really simple, and I don't know why, because it's not like this is a thing a lot of people know about, wine tasting, all that stuff, but the mechanics and the wording on the cards feeds in really well, I think, to teaching.
This is a game, you are going to hear me use the word elegant
a
lot, right? And intuitive. So Viticulture, it's been around a while. This is one of the first Stonemaier games, really kind of put them on the scene. This is the Essential Edition. So the Essential Edition, which I was confused about initially because I was like, why? Because I have the OG Kickstarter, came in looks like a wine crate.
Sure.
It's got Tuscany with it and metal coins, which are beautiful. But this version has select cards from Tuscany added in. And then you've got your mamas and papas, so it helps you with setup. So it gives you a little bit of a variable on setup. And then the More Visitors expansion, what they do is it's basically extra visitors, and you're just shuffling those in. Mm-hmm. And this kind of injects a little bit of life, kind of speeds up the game, gives you some good powerhouse cards without being overpowered. I don't know how else to explain it. Mm-hmm. So going from the rating system that we use, basically 1 to 5, this first category that I like to talk about is accessibility. Mm-hmm. So how hard is this game to get and how hard to teach? So Viticulture is not that hard to get.
No.
It's kind of everywhere, should be. And the expansions are becoming easier to find now. And as far as teaching goes, this game is so easy to teach.
Yeah, I went into that a little bit earlier. Yeah, it explains itself so well.
You've got a really awesome, well-made rule book, a nice little 2-sided rules reference, and if that's not enough for you, they break down every turn right here on the side of the board.
So nice, and the little rules you might forget, how many spaces you can use in the different player games and stuff. Just the things that are this is the one thing people are going to oh, where is that in the rule book? I need to look that up again. Just put it on the board. Why not?
It's really brilliant. It's really brilliant. And you've got these really nice player mats, which we'll get into with components. But for accessibility, for me, this is a 5 out of 5. Because this is a gateway game. For me, in a way, right? It's
in the worker placement category.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So Ticket to Ride's fun. That's a good set collection. Kind of gateway game. Viticulture, Lords of Waterdeep, are really good worker placement gateway games. Mm-hmm. So, and I will say that what makes it even better than your normal gateway game is there's so much depth. To this. Lots of strategy.
And interesting in the depths because it's so stupid to say, right? But I really do feel like I'm almost learning too while playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I don't really drink alcohol at all or anything, any of that, and playing this is the getting the vines and harvesting and the planning and seeing how this works on a very generalized level. Obviously,
right?
It's interesting.
But now by the end, he is a
don't even talk to me about wine.
Sommelier.
I'm above all of you.
Yeah, yes, his palate is so refined now. Yeah. No, I'm not a wine drinker, but I do really love playing this game and really enjoy it. So accessibility, it's 5 out of 5. It's so easy. This game is so good. The extra cards are really nice because they go in seamlessly and they don't make it any harder to teach. There's no new rules to teach anybody. They're just part of the game.
Yeah, it's not like there's new meanings like, oh, now this is a new mechanic because this card's added to the
right,
game. Yeah,
right.
None of that stuff.
It's just seamless. It goes in. It's very elegant.
Oh,
right, right. The next category.
Really quick.
Oh wait, yes.
I give it a 5.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
Yeah, I'm also here.
We do care what Dan.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Despite what I say, I do care about Dan's opinion. Okay, so yeah, 2 5s.
I give it 5. Same reasons. I just. Like, when we sat down and played this recently, I had to relearn a little bit. It's probably been like 2 years since I played it again. And I was, literally, I was just like, sat down, okay, what does this mean again? Thanks. What does that do? Thanks. Okay, let's play.
And then we played a 2-player game in under 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's super fast, nice. Like, the only thing I think with the accessibility with teaching is you just have to make sure you hammer in the point at the very beginning of the summer versus winter. And, like, now remember, if you use your workers this time, you can't use them later, that thing. But once you get that rule down, which is not a difficult rule.
No, because basically your workers just stay on the board.
Yeah, they just stay there.
So you don't have them back to use.
Honestly, it's not... It makes it sound cool because it's like you used them in the summer, you can't use them in the winter, but you could take any other worker placement game and be like, well, you used them already, you can't use them again.
Right,
it's just it's just a more thematic way of
I guess
doing
technically,
it.
Right, you have the one side of the board versus the other.
It cuts it in half,
they do make the spaces colored, so yellow is summer and the blue is winter, right? And that makes sense too.
And that's what I'm talking about with this. We'll talk about it later, I guess. But like,
the
how much
so
work
good.
they put into this.
This design's really good.
Okay.
So components. I only have one gripe, and it's only because I have the Kickstarter version.
Sure.
Okay, so the Kickstarter version comes with really awesome metal coins.
Yeah.
You can get these metal coins off of the Stonemaier Games website. I am not a paid sponsor for that, but I have the metal coins from the original Kickstarter, and I love them. Mm-hmm. They're really nice. These are fine. They serve their purpose. I love these clear little wine beads.
Fantastic.
And token. They're really nice. They slide over whether you have a red wine or a white wine or red grapes or white grapes. The player boards are really awesome. I love the wooden shaped meeples.
Yep.
I love all the bits. They all serve their purpose. Everything is very functional. The card quality is really good. It's a 5 out of 5. Mm-hmm. Even though my only gripe is this is not bad. It's fine. It does its job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I also give a 5 out of 5, and for 2 reasons. I like all this stuff he likes. The materials are nice, but the 2 big things for me is, first of all, I've talked about this before. It has a really nice insert.
Oh, the insert's great.
Yeah, it holds things really nice. That matters a lot to me. One of these days I just bring my Firefly, the board game, in and open it up so you can just see all the Ziploc baggies, cards.
It's just an empty box filled with Ziploc bags.
So, that means a lot to me. And also, like I said, while the components are nice, what really matters to me under the component category is how much work they put into everything making such sense and being in such smart locations and color coding things and giving you the easily forgotten rules on the board. And they're really, it's almost like hand holding. But not in like a disrespectful way. They're just trying to be helpful.
Like, look, we just want you to have a nice time.
Yeah, it's just like we don't want you to stress out when trying to teach and learn this game. We want you to get the teaching spot over as fast as possible so you can just enjoy the game, and that means a lot to me. How simple everything is to look at the board and know exactly what's going on. Like, this doesn't say spring cards or anything right here. It's just put the green cards on the green spot.
That's it.
I love more games need to just take it simple sometimes. They get so elaborate and it's pretty, but at the end of the day, this is also pretty.
Yeah, this game is very functional. There's no fat on this game, in my opinion, right? It's slim, it's sleek, everything serves its purpose.
Yeah.
But it does it while still being very satisfying. So that being said, we will go into gameplay.
Yep.
Gameplay for me, sorry guys, I'm in the bag for this game. It's a 5 out of 5. I love playing this game. I've since picking up the Essential Edition, have played it a whole bunch more. I had it when I originally got it, played it a bunch, kind of went on the shelf, started playing other games, and then I got the Essential Edition and the expansion, and now I've played it probably 6 more times.
Yeah. And
it's like, if you were to go, hey, let's play that game, I'd be like, yeah, let's play Viticulture. Not like, oh, I've already played it 3 times.
Sure, especially with how fast it can play too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can play solo, right? So in the solo mode is really nice. You get some cards. They basically, you flip them over. It tells you what spaces are occupied, and you go from there, man. Mm-hmm. It's a 5 out of 5. It's so elegant.
I love it.
I don't have a better word
title for the video. So elegant. Yeah, before playing it the most recent time, I was probably hanging on like a 4, just going off of memory, kind of stuff. I love worker placement games. There's a lot that I've played and stuff, and off memory, I was like, yeah, it's probably like 4 out of 5. It's a really good game. And then I played it again, and there's nothing wrong with it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
I don't know what to say. Like, the only thing that might put other worker placement games above it for me is theme, which is totally personal. Like, what do you like?
Sure.
So, like, sure, I might like Vikings more than wine or something, but at the end of the day, that doesn't take away from this game. Like,
right. Well, strangely though, even though I have no interest in like real winemaking, this makes the theme fun.
No, yeah.
The game makes so much sense, right?
Yeah.
And playing the game is so much fun.
Yeah, that's part of what I was saying earlier, is everything feeds into the theme so well of understanding how things are working, on a basic level, that I think it helps. Yeah, I'm not knocking on the theme. It's cool and it's fun. I'm just saying that I think that's why I would have given it a 4, but I'm giving it a 5, because at the end of the day, everything works. I don't know what to even knock on the game.
Right,
with the gameplay. Right. It was fast. It was fun. Like, it was competitive.
Yes. I mean, we came down to the wire.
Yeah, it was like a 3-point difference or something at the end. Like, so I don't even know what I would knock on the game. So it's a 5. I don't know.
The other wine making game I'm aware of, Vinos, is heavier, not as accessible. I think that like really hardcore, crunchy gamers would prefer that over this.
Okay.
But, and I do like some really thinky, brain-burny games, and I have not played Vinos, but this is really nice because it is so easy to get to the table. Mm-hmm. Where Vinos, I would almost have to have, like, cherry pick a group, right?
Sure.
And go, okay, because they're not going to want to play this, they're not going to want to play this, but this is very broad appeal while still very satisfying game to play.
Yeah.
Value. Because we both gave it 5 out of 5s on our on our gameplay.
Yeah.
So value as far as a collector. So I am a bit of a board game collector, hoarder, depending on who you ask. So for me, the original Viticulture Kickstarter in the crate is still not going anywhere, right? It's not leaving my collection. But what I might do is, because I really like this game a lot, and for the price point and everything, I think I might just poach my metal coins out of that and throw them into this, just so that, because this is going to be the version that is going to get played.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to bring this guy out and play this more than I am my Viticulture Tuscany.
You're now collector's piece.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. But I would say that this is a lot of bang for your buck. It will get played. If you've got Viticulture in your collection, you're going to get it played. I think I'd give it a 4 out of 5, because it's not like, I don't think this will be anyone's grail game, from like a collector's aspect. But I would say value-wise, if you're going to just spend some of your money on a board game, and they're not cheap, right? I mean, you got to drop some money on them. Mm-hmm. This is a good one to get. 4 out of 5 for me.
This is kind of tough for me, because I'm like arguing with myself internally of like, because I'm jumping back and forth between 3 and 4 kind of, because like I agree with everything you said and I want to give it the 4, and then in my head I'm like, should I drop it to a 3? Because at the end of the day, I don't own it.
Yeah,
so that's gotta be something.
You did say when we were done playing, I need to go buy this game.
That's true. It's a 4.
So it's not why don't I own it? It's when will I own it?
Sure, I guess that's true. Like, because when it comes to the value of the game, I think about that sometimes, right? It's like, I think the game has really high value, so why don't I own it yet?
Sure.
Like that, like, and then I have this internal monologue to myself. So yeah, I'm bounced back between 3 and 4. I think you're right though, because the second I said after playing it was that I wanted to buy it. Yeah. So I think at the end of that's got to push it up to the 4, I guess.
I mean, and you're entitled to whatever, but yeah.
He's not paying me.
I felt obligated to remind you of what you had said.
Yeah, I did forget. Yes, so thank you.
Well, but this is really good. This is a really good addition, I think, to anyone's collection, especially if you're interested in worker placement and you want to figure out what they're about. Right, this is a good one. Or if you're trying to lure other people into worker placement, this is...
Sure, and again, the theme. While it's not like my favorite theme in the world, this is a theme that is so like specific. You're going to like find that group
Yeah.
You're just like, guys, like you're gonna love this.
I mean, not everybody wants to play zombie games,
yeah,
right?
sure.
Or Cthulhu games, right?
Yeah.
So we're making Cthulhu wines today. I guess you could, if you're really hard up for that, you'd
find a way.
Market. But this is really good, man. This is a really solid game.
Yep.
So overall, who's this for? I mean, this is kind of for everybody, in my opinion.
As long as they're okay with the idea of worker placement. Right, I always come down to that with every worker placement game because there are some people that just aren't.
Well, sure, but I mean, you can caveat any game with that.
Sure, I'm not going to knock the game for that.
As long as you're fine with deck building, as long as you're fine with...
Sure, I'm not knocking the game for that. I'm just saying that that's always the first question I ask because I know the people I play with, Zach doesn't like X type of game, right?
Right. But, well, Zach's a jerk. He doesn't like anything. I don't know Zach.
He's watching.
Hi, Zach. But for me, overall, this is a 5 out of 5. This game is so... And there's, like other Stonemaier games, Euphoria, I love. Worker placement, it's crunchier and not as accessible as this.
Sure.
Scythe.
Right?
Scythe is awesome, but I know people that don't love Scythe.
Sure.
And I love it. You know, I don't know what their problem is. Wingspan's super popular, right? But a completely different kind of game. It's an engine builder.
Yeah.
This is a 5 out of 5. Stonemaier games have a lot of... I have all of their games that they put out. I really enjoy all of them. Viticulture, in my opinion, is sort of that new evergreen game.
Okay.
You know, so it's one of these games that I think is just always going to be around. I think it's always...
Sure, I mean, it was number 1 on BGG for a long time, right?
I don't know. No.
I thought it was.
No, it's up there.
Okay.
It's up there.
It was top 3 then, because like I swear I saw it. Yeah, when I used to go BGG all the time, I swear I saw it like hottest list.
Oh, it's
XXX.
it's up there, and it will hang out up there perpetually. But yes, Viticulture's awesome. I love it. The More Visitors expansion really adds so much without changing anything.
Okay. Yeah, so I believe I've only ever played the Essential Edition with
No, you've never played with the More.
Oh,
Visitors.
Okay.
The Essential Edition does not come with that.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, because this is the reprint thing. You're right.
Yep.
So, okay. Yeah.
See, that's the thing is you didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice because they just integrated.
They integrate so well.
Okay.
That's cool. It's really smooth.
See, I was just cooled.
And there's times where I have to go through and like, was this from the expansion? Was this from the expansion? And I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, oh, this is that funky rule or this is that weird card. It's like, no, man. They go in really well, really seamless. And so this is definitely like worth the add-on for me. And it's not that expensive. It's a couple of decks of cards that you add.
It adds 42.
But it punches up those decks though too, right? It gives them a little bit of pop, gives you some combinations that can work really well together.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
I'm basically just going to repeat my exact same argument I had in one of the other categories where the simple fact is, while I have to think about giving this like a 1 out of 5, what knocks it? What drops it? What brings it down? I just repeat myself from earlier, but like it plays fast.
Yes.
It's fun. It's competitive. It's pretty. So like what would I knock the game down from a 5 for? So it's a 5. I can't think of anything that I don't like.
Right.
So props.
The board's too small.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Yeah. It's not.
I hate the color green.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
You're in trouble then.
I hate
You're in
sand.
trouble. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful game. The art's great. The cards are great.
Yep.
The components are great. It's so good. It's so solid and functional.
Yep. Everything.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
That's it. End of story.
That's it.
End of discussion. Stop talking.
Okay, we're done. So for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
And I've been Dan.
Thanks for watching. It's so elegant. If you like what you saw,
if you want to see us make more content like this,
please hit that thumbs up.
Go ahead and subscribe.
Give us a share on social media.
Remember to ring that little bell. It really helps.
Be sure to check out our unboxing videos.
Don't forget we have reviews.
And also the news show.
Thanks for watching the Board Game Rundown.